you know, when he just gives you, just gives you a little taste of, what he can do, or and then you find out, then you find out, you know,
By the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. He said that's how you came in. That's how the Lord get you though, man. You know? And you only, that's why I said, like the brother read, what you at, Proverbs?
Yeah, 1:7.
Yeah, right. Proverbs 1:7, man. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. But fools despise wisdom, man. Alright? And instruction. So you wise if you fear the Lord. If you don't fear the Lord, then you just an idiot, man. Because the Lord control everything. That's why I go like the elder them say, I'm pope. You know?
This Proverbs chapter 8, verse 13. It say the fear of the Lord Yahweh is to hate evil, pride, arrogancy, and the evil way, and a forward mouth do I hate.
Oh, and guess what? If you're gonna be too scared to be, or just like be arrogant, or be wicked, or it's like certain situations, like you'll just be or and then you'll still have some people in the world try to entice you, or with that same bullshit. It's like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, kind.
Like when Spike Lee's character in Malcolm X, like met him after like he went out, like he was just like, oh, come on, let's go around the corner. All right, but he wasn't on that anymore.
This is Proverbs chapter 19, verse 1. Better is the poor that walketh in his integrity than he that is perverse in his lips and is a fool.
All right, better is the poor that walketh in his integrity. All right, so like be better a bum than a reprobate, basically. All right, because we're in good case, but we don't do it as big as these other groups. Or so they some are saying they frown upon us. We're the subject of ridicule. All right, and even people in the world are just like talking about how come you don't have any like women around you, or how come there's no women in your congregation, how come you don't have a church, how come you don't have a place where people are can meet, or you always and it's sometimes it's mostly like women that do this, like you need to do this in order to make some more, generate revenue, or and things like that. They're always talking like all that. All right, but as far as like spiritual matters, they're always like lacking.
This Ecclesiastes. There was more on that. Oh,
This is Proverbs chapter 14, verse 18. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge.
Simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. Just like I was talking about, they said, well, you ain't got no women in your congregation and this, that, and the third. That's a simple inheriting folly, man.
You can see it. It manifests itself. Or there was this one video, like there was one Jake. He was like an albino with dreadlocks. All right, he was like judgment came to pass on him. It's like a couple months ago. I think it was like late, like last. I don't know exactly when. All right, but like one of the GMS camps, did a video on him. Or and they had a video of one of his one of his services. He held it at his house, and there were like black women just like wilding out, doing all that church shit. Or and there's always oh shit. Oh, and the Saints of Yahushua. Like they had like a Passover video where they were like washing Akim's feet and some shit. Seriously. I mean, like, what the fuck, man? All right, it might be in the scriptures, but it's always they're always like doing shit that's irrelevant and not conducive to the scriptures. Or but whenever they're but whenever you come around us, whenever you see our videos, or whenever you see our shows and all that, or it's that classroom mentality. And it's all about growing in these scriptures, or getting some precepts under your belt, or getting boosted up, you know, in the faith, or in sincerity, or meaning, just obtaining, more knowledge, wisdom, edification, or those are the things, that we bring to the table. Those are the only things that we were commanded to bring to the table. Or seal the elect, or edify, or prophesy. All right, but with these other groups, you only get a little bit of that. All right, but for the most part, it's just folly, things that are irrelevant.
I got something for you. But it's 1 John chapter 2 verse 15. It say, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust, for all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world.
All right, because this world, the things that you have are gonna pass away. Or like one of the Akim was saying, if I was watching one of the lessons from one of the Akim in Chicago, or he was talking about as far as losing things in the world, the only thing you don't want to lose is this knowledge and this faith. All right, but all these like vain things, or in the kingdom we're gonna get these things back 100-fold in righteousness. All right, but as of now, all like the only thing should only be about just like pushing this word, or walking in faith and righteousness.
This Micah, I'm gonna get you. This Micah chapter 2 verse 10. It say, rise ye, depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with the sword destruction. So we're supposed to rise and depart. This is not our rest, man. We're going to get rest in the kingdom, man. Like it went to that 1 John 2 and 15, man. Don't love the world, man, because it's not of the Heavenly Father, man. The Lord is not dealing with this place, man. No, we already in these fleshly bodies. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, only thing this world can offer you is stuff through the flesh, man. You're going to go off and continue to despise the Heavenly Father in this flesh, man. So why would you want to be submitted to this flesh? Because you're going to lead to sin. And the wages of sin is death, man. So the only way through death is through this flesh. You can't enter into the kingdom of heaven in this flesh, man. Because everything in this world is pertaining to the flesh. Let me see. If a man walking in the spirit and a falsehood do lie, say, I will prophesy to thee wine and strong drink, he shall even be a prophet of his people. That's going into the gathering, of the elect. But it's a...
All right, but basically, or you have to be of the spirit, not of the world. Or
That's Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Like I was saying, and it also has to do with or not having a fear of the Lord, or being carnal instead of spiritual, or
But it's verse 12. Though a sinner do an evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not of the Most High, before the God.
All right. So at a certain point, we've seen this, play out. Or as far as people we've even put curses on, or people that were just like wicked, or maybe you saw them say something that was off according to the scriptures, or but then maybe a couple weeks, months, years down the line, or did you hear about so and so who got locked up, or did you hear about or worse, or it's always judgment gets rendered upon them.
Because at the end of the day, that's why at the end we know the Lord is going to judge. We can't, sin not. It say, be ye angry and sin not. So just in case just because the judgment is not executed speedily doesn't mean that they're not going to be judged at the end of the day, right? That slipped. It was you got something?
Amos 5:12. For I know your manifold transgressions and your mighty sins, that they afflict the just, they take a bribe, and they turn aside the poor and the gate from their right. All right, so the Most High know. All right, basically going into what the brother was saying. All right, you know your sins, man. You just, like the scriptures say, you can wink at your sins. All right, you the hope for the left when they was in the world doing the wrong thing. All right, the Most High knows everything, man. All right, so you're not getting away with anything, like you say, a sentence against an evil word. You know what I'm saying? Is it executed speedily? You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I just read it.
Yeah,
kind of. But
It's
the
like
Most
even
High is
in-
eventually gonna catch up with you.
Yeah, even in the world, even when I was in the world, I was like spiritual and all that. I'd be like, making like an idle statement, and then, further down the line, there'd be, some sort of like recompense for it. Or, not everyone has. Or, another thing, part of having, fear of the Lord is that, spiritual discernment. Or, seeing a correlation between, your actions and the consequences for it. Or, and acknowledging, that was of the Lord. Or, that's one of the other, main reasons. Or, because, a lot of people were just might think, oh, I just got caught.
Yeah, they call it karma in the world.
Yeah.
This 1 Peter chapter 4:17, it say, for the time is come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it first begin at us, what shall the end of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? And that's speaking of the nation of Israel. The judgment starts with you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Hispanics, man. So you dismayed and following the way of the heathen, you gonna be judged first, man. Just like a father and his children, he don't care about what somebody else's children do. You gonna chastise yours first, man. It say, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? So you can come out, do the works, you know what I'm saying? But the righteous, the elect is scarcely going to be saved, man. So what more of those that's not doing the will of the Heavenly Father? What more is those that celebrate Easter, Halloween? You know what I'm saying? All these folly holidays.
And another thing is, all these, the 2/3 in the church, or these other groups and all that, they have that, I call it like a ticket to ride mentality. Right? Because the church talks about, I'm already, like they're 100% sure like where they're gonna go when they die. And they think that's sound doctrine anyway. All right, but they think that they're in the good graces of the Lord. Or and all these other groups are just you can be as half-assed as lukewarm as you want. Or or you don't even have to be one of those members that goes out on the highways and byways. If you are, it's all about being comfortable. The tent or tabernacle set up. People just bullshitting, talking. There'll only be like one speaker and one reader. Everyone else is just standing around and shit. All right, but but if, that's they act like they're already on a chariot.
Proverbs 18:17. He that is first in his own cause seemeth just, but his neighbor cometh and searcheth him. Alright, so that's just like you was alluding to, man. Alright, they first in their own cause, man. So that's why they feel like they can do whatever they want. They always got a way to explain it, alright? But their neighbors, alright, the Israelites, the other Israelites that are in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahshua, is gonna come and search them out. Just that's what the brother's doing right now. That's
Whenever we do, like there are people that always like have a problem or an excuse for it. Or that's talking about they'll do a video and it'll be like maybe like a screenshot or a short thing of like what they're doing and why it's off. All right, but then after that you'll have people on the comment board just talking about, oh, you guys are just jealous and all these excuses, all this bull and the things are and the things that they bring up are for the most part they don't even bring any scriptures, or they're just speaking out of their own heart, out of their own mind. or just you know, out of their own emotions and things like that, or not considering, or not considering anything spiritually or scriptural, or when those types of things come up. All right, but if you're spiritual, or then you should then you should take rebuke as love. All right, because that means that the Heavenly Father wants you to be one of those people that or even knows the difference between wickedness and righteousness. Or so at a certain being reproved is proof that the Heavenly Father loves you. And of course you have to repent, and take that reproof. You have to take that rebuke. All right, but our people are in the habit of like just getting offended.
This 2 Timothy chapter 2. 2 Timothy chapter 2 verse. I'm gonna start at 2. It's saying, the things that thou hast heard of me among many witnesses, the same commit thou to faithful men, who shall be able to teach others also. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahushua Mashiach. No man that warreth entangles himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who chose him to be a soldier. So you're supposed to be a soldier of the Most High Yahweh Shemashah. And by us out here being a holy sacrifice, we represent him, man. So at the end of the day, you're supposed to do. At the end of the day, that's what brothers say. When you do so, you have to think, would Yahweh Shah, be okay with me doing this, man? You know what I'm saying? We know Yahweh Shah delighting us doing the work because we compelling the nation of Israel to come back to his word. But when you're not at camp and when you out in the world, you got to think upon those things, man. But like he was saying, when you, because there's an order, you know what I'm saying? So when brothers get chastised or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You got to do hardest as a good soldier because we all a body, man. You know? And you still going to have men ruling over you in the kingdom, man. So you might as well get to it now. This Revelations,